things are interesting with our market. This is the Crawford Market Index. Remember how bad it was a few months ago, right? Back in March. So we went from, beginning of the year, we were going up, and then we kind of had this chasm. We just dropped, and we're looking around here as we're saying, okay, it might start slowing down, right? And between April and May, it's like, okay, it's starting to show signs of slowing down. We shouldn't hit 100. We should be okay. Well, not only did we not hit 100, we are going up faster, just as fast as we went down, which is a little concerning. But Tina showed an updated number yesterday. So I think we're past 260 now as of today. So, we were worried about the Crawford Market Index, and you can see it's kind of crazy. And as a matter of reference, just remember, 100 is a balanced market, 90 and below is a buyer's market, 110 above is a seller's market. So it's an extreme seller's market. And then you can see here, I like to include 2005 as reference because everyone always thinks back to, for their PTSD, they're always looking back to 2005. So 2005 was the first time I went below 100. And after that, you guys obviously know what happened after 2005. 2018, it was a seller's market throughout. We've complained month after month after month. There was no inventory. And then in 2019, back in February, we're like, okay, what's going on? Is there any cause for concern? And then it shot up throughout the year. And then it continued to go up even faster at the beginning of the year. And then obviously you can see this drop between March and May. So we got pre-COVID, COVID, and then back here post-COVID. And if you look at this point right here, if COVID didn't happen, this is where the line would have continued to, it would have been a straight line across. We'd be the same exact spot if it weren't for the whole COVID situation. So this is kind of a really interesting looking chart. And then looking at our active listing count. So you can see that for the green is the 2019, we just went lower and lower and lower. And then we're at around 11.5. And we're saying, okay, what's going on? We hovered around 10,000. And then we shot up to almost to over 14,000. If you guys remember, with the COVID crisis, and you can see it just came crashing down. So remember, we went from the 14,000s to the 11,000s in a matter of a month, which is nuts. And now it says here 7930. I was looking right before our meeting, we're around 8,500 as of today. So, Tina's comment yesterday in the meeting was that the only good news for buyers right now is that the amount of listings going down has slowed down, right? So we're not going to 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. We've slowed down a little bit. But this number is crazy. If you guys have any questions, raise your hand as we talk about this. So market update. You guys remember not too long ago, Avondale was in the 400s. And then it went down to, it was 296 last month. It's back to 572. We've never seen it. I've never seen it over 500, anything over 500. So Avondale's now at over 500. Glendale's over 400. And then Maricopa Mesa, Gilbert, Chandler, Phoenix, these are all over 300. And then Paradise Valley is a 166, but I think I saw it was approaching 200, even in PV, where there was a big drop. PV is even getting close to 200 now. So how do we get to a 572 market index? Well, in Avondale, the number of listings available is less than 30, right? The entire city, there's 30 houses for sale. On average, it's 357, and typically 126 homes are closing per month. In Glendale's pretty big. Glendale's got 136 total single-family homes for sale. Normally, there's 928, and usually 400 sell per month. So those are kind of crazy numbers. So Kellyanne is asking, what does it mean it's over 500? That means that, so 100 is a balanced market. 500 just means there's just a crazy, crazy low supply compared to demand. So typical demand is 126. There's less than 30 homes for sale. All right. So going back to the regular market update. So right now for July, we've got a total of 88 active homes for sale in MLS. That's down 43% from 15,000 last month and down 27% from 11,900 last month. So we skipped from 14,000 to 11,900 to 8,700. We dropped 3,000. It's crazy. Under contract and pending, we're at 13,400 versus 11,200 last year. So we're up 20% year over year and up 8% from 12,500 the month before. Monthly sales is 9,700 versus 9,500 last year. Up 2.4%, not that big an uptick, but up almost 40% from 7,000 last month. So we had a lot of pent up demand that were waiting on the sidelines. And so those obviously came through. Monthly average sales per square foot, 183 versus 172 last year, up 6%, and up 1.6% from 180 last month. And the median is 305, which is a new high for us, 305,000 versus 279 last year. That's up 9%, and up 4%. That's 293 from last month. Now, it might seem like we appreciated 4% month over month, but we did not. Why is it up 4%? A lot of the homes that are below 275, there's just not as many homes for sale. So a lot of the low price homes are just not going on the market. I don't know why, but also a lot of the luxury homes that stopped, basically halted completely once COVID started are selling again. So it went up quite a bit as far as median sales price. Don't think that we went up 4% in appreciation month over month. That's not what happened. So the numbers above represent some of the largest percentage movements we've ever seen in a single month. Market remains a long way from normal, so we should expect further dramatic changes over the next few months. Supply is crashing, which we can see, right? Supply is down 27% in a single month, and supply is the most important factor when it comes to pricing. So if you guys looked at when we had the last time the prices started dropping, it's because there was just too many homes for sale. And the difference between now and 2005, you can hear some people comparing this to 2005. We have equity. So we were looking at charts yesterday. Basically, everyone that bought a house 10 years ago from now, their homes are up 100% in the 10 years, right? So the difference between now and before is if anyone needs to sell, they have equity. The only way they don't have equity is if they bought their house in the last 12 months. So we're not going to have a 2005, or at least it doesn't appear we're going to have a 2005. Demand has recovered from the slump we had in April and May. And as long as we're below 600,000, which before we've been talking about 500,000, if we're less than 600,000, there's just not enough homes for sale. What else is there? Crawford supply index, we're at 53 compared to 44 over the last month. I'm sorry, we've dropped from 53 last month to 44 this month. And the normal reading is 100. The lowest it's ever been was 41 back in 2005. And then the Crawford demand index, we went from 84 to 103. So we had a big rise in demand. A lot of people that took a back seat and wanted to wait and see what happened, they're all back. So our Crawford index as it stands today is 233 on July 1st. The record high is 313 in 2005. So they think that we might actually break that record. So for buyers overall, if you're looking at it, we have a population of 4.8 million people in the greater Phoenix area. Out of that, we have 1.4 million single family homes, condos, and townhomes total for people to live in. And as of July 8th, there's 8,600 homes for sale, properties for sale, in the MLS. But if you look at homes 300,000 and under, right below median, there are only 1,023 single family homes. So the excitement as far as demand goes is not being met with a number of homes for sale. So that's just something we need to monitor. And then for sellers, brace yourself. Half the sellers who accepted contracts under 400K were in the first week of July were in the market for just 8 days, right? That's how long homes are sitting for sale if it's under 400,000. Top cities for properties closing over asking price are Tolleson, Avondale, Glendale, Gilbert, and Youngtown. But that's the basic overall market. And so what do we tell our clients? If they're a buyer, be prepared to pay over asking price. I think the statistic is 25 to 30% of homes right now going under contract or going for contract over asking price. So be prepared to pay over asking price and be mentally prepared to waive appraisals. Not that you have to necessarily, but be ready for that possibility. And for sellers, just sit back. You're going to get the best offers, make sure they're using a good agent, someone that can help them navigate and really decide the best offer. But sit back, you're just going to get the best offers.